Everyone, we are going to revise topic cleanliness and prevention of diseases. Keeping healthy is a key to quality life. One of the essential components of keeping healthy is to maintain cleanliness of our body as well as our surroundings. Clean surroundings can save us from number of infections and diseases, some of which can be even fatal. Therefore, it is often said that cleanliness is next to godliness. Now, how can we keep ourselves and our surroundings clean? Throw garbage only in garbage bins, whether it is indoor or outdoor. Do not litter on the road or in neighborhood. Littering results in land, air, and water pollution. Garbage is of two types, biodegradable and non-biodegradable. We should throw them accordingly in separate dustbins. Reuse and recycle the waste as much as possible. We should avoid wastage of resources and consume only what is needed. Avoid using plastic bags. Use recycled and eco-friendly products such as paper bag, jute bag or instead of plastic bags. Save water and prevent its pollution. Do not throw garbage or other things in water bodies. Plant as many trees as possible to beautify your environment and to reduce pollution. Check air pollution by getting your vehicle serviced regularly and by using unleaded petrol. Usage of CNG vehicle is best for reducing pollution. Spread awareness about pollution and cleanliness in the society. Now, keeping healthy is not just about clean surroundings and environment. Personal hygiene is equally important. Sometimes your mother does not allow you to go out for many days when you suffer from fever. She also does not allow others to come and meet you. Do you know why? Certain diseases are caused when a sick person comes in contact with a healthy person. Those diseases are known as communicable diseases. The diseases caused due to lack of nutrients or deficiency cannot be passed on from one person to another person. Also, diseases caused due to bad habits like smoking, chewing tobacco, and drinking alcohol do not spread from person to person. Such diseases which cannot be transmitted from one person to another person are non-communicable diseases. Now, we will study about communicable diseases. What are the causes of communicable diseases? These diseases are caused by various kinds of germs. There are two reasons why a person became a victim of these deadly diseases. First, it depends on the germs that enter in his body. Secondly, it depends on the immune system of that person. Germs enter in our body in two ways: when we eat from dirty place or when we come in contact with a sick person. So, we see that communicable diseases are transferred from environment to person and from person to person as well. When the body is unable to fight with the germs, we fall ill. This means we have weak immune system. Our immunity helps us to fight with germs and stay healthy. We should always remember to eat clean and covered food and keep distance from sick person. We should use handkerchief when we cough or sneeze, and we should wash our hands regularly. We must share this information with others also to prevent the spread of communicable diseases. Diseases such as influenza, cholera, diphtheria, typhoid are some of the diseases spread by mosquitoes and houseflies. Malaria. It is a disease spread by mosquito. The body of the mosquito is divided into three parts, that is head, thorax and abdomen. It has a pair of eyes and a long sucking tube on the head. This tube helps it to suck blood from the human body. Like other insects, it also has three pair of legs attached to its thorax. It also has a pair of wings. When it flies, the wing produces a humming sound. Malaria is caused by a germ present in the body of an infected female mosquito. Now you will ask, ma'am, how it get infected? कि mosquito कैसे infected हो जाता है? And when this mosquito bite a patient suffering from malaria, it sucks up its blood and along with some germs. These germs start growing in the body of the mosquito, which takes 7 to 10 days. This is called the incubation period. When such mosquito bite another person, it transfers some of the malaria germs into his body. This is how the disease spread. Now, how can we control the spread of malaria? Water should not be allowed to collect near the houses. It may give a perfect place for the mosquito to lay eggs. Spread insecticides like DDT in and around our house. Anti-malaria drugs like chloroquine are given in the places with abundant mosquito population. Patients suffering from malaria should be kept in isolation. उनको अलग रखना चाहिए. Now, diseases spread by houseflies. Houseflies carries many germs. Sometimes people throw garbage on the roads or in the open bins. Some people dispose of human waste near a water source. Cattle and other stray animals also excrete in open. Houseflies sit on the garbage or excreta and the germs stick to their legs. When these flies sit on the food items which are left uncovered, they transfer the germs to the food which get contaminated. A healthy person falls ill on eating this contaminated food. Like a mosquito, housefly also has a pair of eyes on its head, the sucking tube on the mouth, and which help it to absorb food in the liquid form. Understood? Now, dysentery, especially in children, needs immediate attention of a doctor. There is a frequent pain in stomach and passing of stool, which somehow shows blood and mucus. It can lead to severe loss of water or dehydration in the human body. To make up this loss of water, oral rehydration solution, that is ORS, is to be given at regular interval of time. It can be easily prepared at home with water, salt, lemon and sugar. Now, diseases spread by microorganisms. What are microorganisms? Microorganisms are the organisms, the germs, which are so small and cannot be seen by the naked eyes. Now, diseases and how they transfer and their prevention. Measles, conjunctivitis, chickenpox. It's spread through direct contact with a sick person. We should avoid coming in contact with the infected person. Tuberculosis, common cold, whooping cough are spread through air by sneezing, coughing or spitting. And we should cover our mouth. Do not spit in public places. We should cover our mouth while sneezing or coughing. Diseases like malaria, dengue spread through mosquitoes and houseflies, and we should keep our surroundings clean. Spray DDT in and around our house to control it. Fine. Now, keeping good health. How to keep our health good? How can we keep our health? We can keep ourselves healthy. To prevent and control communicable diseases, microorganisms should be prevented from breeding and spreading. This can easily be done by keeping good personal hygiene and maintaining clean surroundings. We should avoid contamination of food. Do not dispose of garbage around water sources. Trim nails. Maintain hygiene. Sprinkle kerosene or disinfectants in pool or collected water in our house or in our neighborhood. Avoid coming in contact with the sick person. Vaccination is a method of preventing microorganisms from causing diseases by developing immunity. We should exercise daily to keep our body strong and healthy. We should take rest after praying and working the whole day. Our body needs rest. A good 8 hours of sleep helps the body to refresh itself. A healthy, strong body is the best prevention against the diseases. So, eating a balanced diet, exercising and resting will also help us to study well and play. Thank you everyone. This was all for today.